Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Blaze, and in this video I'll be talking about how to use the calculation stage and also what data item signifies. What's the data item? A data item is an action that is used to represent different sets of data, such as your time, your date and time, your number, your text, your binary, and many more like that. Okay, so this is your data item. This is your data item. It could be used to store different kinds of data, just like I said. Then also this is your calculation stage. Yes, is your calculation stage action. Okay, it is used to manipulate data being passed. It can be used to manipulate data. It can be used to manipulate different expression. It can be used to perform logical operations and many more. So let me show you how it's used. Okay, if for example I want to perform a basic calculation, let me say 50 plus 100, 50 plus 100, let me check, is it valid? Okay, so I would I want to store 50 plus 100 result into a data item titled result. I could create my data item from here by typing and clicking on this button. It automatically creates the data item. Now look at it here. So if I validate, it is valid. The reason why it was not valid the first time I validated it was because the automation could not figure out where it is going to pass the result of this calculation. That was why it threw up an error. The beauty about using Blue Prism is that you would see the error you are having, and because of your in-depth knowledge, you'll be able to resolve it as it comes. Yes. So what if, for instance, I choose to put a double quote here? Let's see what happens. If you validate it, it is still valid. Okay, but um I don't think it will give us the answer I am expected to get. Let me try it. Yes, it will not give us the answer I am expected to get, because this data item that would be created before was a number type data item, but when we put a double quote, it means this is a text value. So but when I change here to text, it would give me the answer which I am expected to get, because now uh, okay, 50 plus, okay, no. So this is what you should do. This is what you should do to perform this kind of analysis or kind of calculation. You take off um the double quote. When you validate it, it's okay, and let us change it to number, since it is a number we are working with. Okay, so since it's a number, now let us go. We would get the result as 150, just as we initially passed into our calculation stage. Okay, so those numbers that we wrote, 100 plus 50, can, okay, the number we wrote, 100 plus 50, can also be passed into the data item, which we are going to name maybe first number. Let's name it first number. Okay, and remember, we are working with numbers. So if I was working with a date, I could use this date data item. If I was working with a date time data item, I'll work with date time. But for this instance, I am working with a number. That's why I'm choosing number. Okay, and my first number is 10. Okay, so this hide from other pages. If I uncheck it, it means that this data item is going to be visible down the pages of my process. Okay, so let me name here the second number. Second number. Okay, and now let me put it to be maybe 70. Okay, and now I want to perform that this same calculation I did. I would go and pass the number. That is the first number. I put my plus the second number, and we will see that even if I validate it, it is valid. Then we already know what we are expected to see, because my first number is 10 and my second number is 70, so I'm expected to get 80. So when I run the process, I'll be getting 80 as my result. So in a real life scenario, when you're trying to run more complex processes, you may want to use a decision stage, which you will link with this calculation stage. But in my next video, I'll be able to show you how it works. However, a more better approach to pass these numbers into the calculation stage could be using of these functions. When you want to perform a conversion analysis, you use it. You want to use the data, you want to use date, you want to do environment exception, file logic. So I'm dealing with numbers, and I want to add. Yes, I want to add. So I click on add. When I click on add, and this is what comes out: operand A and operand B. So you're trying to work with the operands. Okay, operand A means our first number. You drag it and put it into the box. Then operand B is the second number. You drag it and put it into the box, and once you paste it, automatically it gives us the expression which we intended to write. Because in real life scenario, when you're working on a given process, you may be working on a big data. You may want to use the functions and the operands to perform your logic. Okay, if you validate it, it is valid. So now we are working using the operand. So when let me refresh. When you're refreshing it, this is the refresh button. When you refresh it, it takes off what the calculation we just did. We run it again, and we'll see that using the operands, we'll still get the same value which we intended to get, 80. We can also do this for different logic, such as divide, log, multiply, power, subtract, and square, subtract, and many more. Okay, so let me show you. For the subtract, I want to subtract the second number from the first number. So I'll just drag down the second number. Since the second number is 80, I put in the operand A, then I drag the first number in the operand B. 80 minus 10, that's 70. When I paste it, if I validate it, it is valid. Then I am good to go. Once I'm good to go, I set to the next stage and play it, and you will see that my result comes here as 60, because 70 minus 10 is 60. So guys, so this is how to use a calculation stage in a process. In case you you love what I just did now, please subscribe to my channel. Okay.